to Ukraine.
No.
And with that, US President Joe Biden slammed the brakes on the debate over sending fighter jets to Ukraine. Just a week before, Western allies agreed to send battle tanks, and attention quickly shifted to aircraft. Ukraine first started asking for fighter jets a year ago. And as the war rages on, calls for them have grown louder. Ukrainian officials say fighters are essential to air defense.
Well, jets are important because it is a part of our efforts to get Russian rockets down. Russian launches a lot of missiles towards Ukrainian cities, towards infrastructure, and the jets are the part of our air defense efforts.
But there are concerns that providing fighters could lead to an escalation of the war, and there are two main reasons for that. For one, many of Russia's attacks are not launched from Ukrainian territory, but from inside Russia.
To get air superiority, to have clear skies for your own fighter aircraft, this would mean you have to attack air defense installations in Russia. This would be an escalation in itself.
It also gets murky when it comes to the logistics of fighter jets.
With tanks, you just put them on a lorry, you transfer them to Poland or to Slovakia for repair. With fighter jets, you most probably would fly them to a base in a NATO country. Or to put it in other words, you would have a base within NATO where from Ukrainian fighter jets are operating. And this definitely would be an escalation.
Despite this, Ukraine insists it needs fighter jets. But the question is, who would send them? Germany was at the heart of the debate about providing battle tanks. It manufactures the most important type, the Leopard 2. After months of discussions, Olaf Scholz finally agreed. Now when it comes to fighter jets, he's already signaling he's skeptical.
What we need now is a serious debate in which we can decide what has to be decided without creating a bidding war in which domestic political motives are in the foreground rather than the support for Ukraine.
And the Ukrainians themselves say they're not focused on Germany this time.
Well, we've been very consistent in talking to different international partners and looking what kind of equipment we can get from them. And my priorities as ambassador here from the very beginning were armored vehicles, main battle tanks, and air defense systems and artillery units. And we're progressing very good on all four priorities. And we will continue talking to our German partners mainly on those four priorities. But of course, the situation in the field might request different equipment.
Okay, so just to be clear what you're saying there, so you representing the Ukraine government are saying that you don't even really need jet fighters from Germany? Is that what you're saying?
We didn't put any request to Germany about fighter jets.
That's partly because what Kiev really wants is an American jet that the Germans don't have.
If you hear what comes out of Kiev, it's F-16 all the way, not any other fighter jet models. So most probably those countries who do operate F-16s will be in the lead in this issue. That's the US, of course, but also the Dutch, which operate F-16, and Poland operates F-16 as well.
So this time, Joe Biden ultimately holds the key. He said no for now. In the weeks ahead, many of Ukraine's supporters will be trying hard to change his mind.